Die Hard 2. Now this time around, a group of terrorists hijack an airport so they can help escape a drug kingpin. And it's up to John McClane to stop him before his wife's plane runs out of fuel. Now, does Die Hard 2 live up to the hype and anticipation of the original Die Hard? Definitely not. First off, villains. Now, in the beginning of the movie, you see the main antagonist, and you got the drug kingpin that's going to show up later in the movie, and you got another one that's hiding in the film. And it kind of, when you have three main villains, or you have a villain that has counterparts, it kind of lessens the power of the main antagonist in the movie. You can say Die Hard had 12 terrorists. Yes, it did. More power to you. It did have 12 terrorists. But you knew from beginning to end that Hans Gruber was in charge from beginning to end. You know he was the boss. You know his role did not diminish. And in this film, you kind of felt that the main antagonist wasn't really in charge towards the end of the film. And that's what it suffered from a lot of main villains in this movie. A lot of people complain about how in The Dark Knight Rises that Bane was like an attack dog for Talia al Ghul when she showed up. You can say that, yeah, but for me personally, I didn't even mind it. But in this film, you can tell that his role really diminished from power. He wasn't as big and powerful as people may have thought of from the beginning of the movie. Now, like I said about its cast. Now, normally I don't care about the cast when it comes to action movies and the acting abilities when it comes to action movies. But in this movie, it was so horrible. Some of the cast was good, but most of them were bad. It felt like they were reading from cue cards from behind the camera. You can just tell this is like their first time acting, or they didn't know what the heck they were doing. Our main theme for Die Hard is that Die Hard, when John McClane gets into messes up what terrorists' plan, they make it an effort to try to kill him. Hence the name Die Hard. Like the saying goes, old habits die hard, which means that you try to get rid of that habit. You can't get rid of it because it's hard to get rid of. Now, in this movie, they took John McClane for granted, because I feel that, okay, he's there, kill him if he's on the way, and they steal that plan. But they didn't make an effort to try to kill John McClane. That's the hence the name Die Hard. You have to get rid of that false habit. I felt like they tried to kill him out of convenience and not because they really wanted to. In all the Die Hard movies, you get that same feeling that, okay, we get done with our plan, but in the meantime, we're going to kill John McClane because he's messing up all our plans. And in this film, it didn't get that same theme. So that's where Die Hard 2 fails in that aspect. Now, is Die Hard 2 an entertaining movie? Yes. Is John McClane as sarcastic as ever? Is the action scenes really good in this movie? Yes. Is it as good as Die Hard? Is it an action classic as the original one? Definitely not. It's definitely not an action classic compared to the first movie. Now, for me, Die Hard 2 is just a mediocre action film at best. And I think it's the weakest of the sequels from Die Hard. So that's why I'm going to give Die Hard 2 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's entertaining, but nowhere as good as the original one. So, if you like this video, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Movie Nation.